Seasons come and go on the island. However, as well with the seasons, as you can see, the island has been hit with some snow this year. And as you can see, it is quite plagued. The island's lush green grass. Now it has went from green grass to green snow. However, that doesn't mean there's no animals during this time of the year. Or this animal is one of them that usually comes out during this time of the year. This is a Pyroraptor. As you can see, it is a relative to the Velociraptor. Only real difference is, of course, those beautiful, majestic black and red feathers that adorn its body. As you can see, the Pyroraptor is for the cold, because these guys live in frigid climates, so it requires them to have thick feathers in order to stay warm. As you can see, he is after these Lystrosaurus, whom in which, as you can see, they are too distracted by digging at the snow for fresh grubs or food that these little guys can find around this time of the year. And that gives the Pyroraptor his time to strike. As you can see, he has caught one, and now he prepares to feast. But what's this? Of course, being a raptor, just like their other relatives, these clever, colorful creatures also come in packs. Or in this case, little gangs. When one catches prey, he will call out to the others so they could feast on it, sort of like how hyenas and wolves do. However, Pyroraptors are not fussy eaters, or picky eaters at best. You see, this spot used to be actually a lake, but as you can see, it is frozen solid. Because of this, the fish are sadly all dead, but the Pyroraptors still have one more hope. For you see, because of their incessant hunger, and because, well, they have claws, they can easily dig up snow in the frost, digging up fish long buried in these waters that is now frozen. As you can see, this one just dug up a fresh tuna. But of course, raptors will always figure out a way. He follows his nose, and it leads him to a fresh fish. Well, at least for him it's fresh. As you can see, it is quite a huge fish. It's actually a lungfish, which are notoriously huge. And of course, this will keep this raptor fed for at least the next couple of days. Traveling out of the snowy areas is to the marshy parts of the island. The spot where it's usually filled to the brim with mud. Thick mud. As you can see, this is the nursery for baby or unhatched Pyroraptors. Because of the lower frost conditions, and of course the fact that it's just easier around here to create nests, females and males alike will usually flock here to live out their lives here during the harsh winters, unless blizzards start hitting this area. As you can see, the male and the female, they're really taking care of their brood, but sadly for them, they do have to worry about predators, like these Morris and Trepiduses. However, seems like these two are not interested in eggs or getting a beat down today, so they instantly leave. But sadly for our Pyroraptor friends, there are more deadly killers around here, one of them being this terrifying creature. This is by far one of the few most bizarre creatures on the island. This is a Caprosuchus, a relative to the crocodilians. As you can see, it is a horrifying crocodile-like creature with dog-like legs that allow it to run at incredible speed, along with a set of nasty teeth. If these Pyroraptors are not careful, they can easily have their limbs snipped off. Like most crocodiles, these guys are also armed with tough hide making it quite hard for these poor Pyroraptors to fight back. As you can see, the male has jumped onto the Kaprosuchus' back, but unfortunately, he tosses him off. But right about this Kaprosuchus is going to get to the eggs, the female comes back to life. She's just inflicted a nasty gash on his face. And she's making it clear that her and her mate are not giving up on these eggs. So the Kaprosuchus decides to leave. You see, over the course of a couple of years, Pyroraptors will usually stay here as youngsters because they are completely bald and of course they can't survive out in freezing conditions like their parents can. However, over time, they will eventually get some coloring before ultimately becoming adolescents. Once these magnificent creatures reach their sexual maturity age, they are ready for the cold. So yes, despite the bitter cold, creatures alike, like our fiery friends here, they will always figure out a way to survive even the impossible of this island's wrath.